Hello everybody, my name is Sarah, also known as Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. And today, as I was walking, I was listening to a YouTube podcast, and it was with Gary Taubes, who wrote the Bad Calories, Good Calories, and he's very, very funny when he's doing it in person. I found his book, of course, rather dry, but he even makes a joke about it at the beginning because wives read it and say, "Can you make it a little bit easier to understand for my husband?" And then other people would say, "Could you please recommend this to my doctor?" And doctors say, "Could you please write it so it's good for my patients?" and all of that. And more of the same fascinating stuff, way too many layers down for the average person to even care about, really. But I find that as I listen to his words in my ears when I'm walking, I'm really beginning to grasp an understanding of this whole thing. So my question to you today is basic. Do you know what makes you fat or keeps you fat? And do you? I know what made me fat, but he has a big dispute with the calories in, calories out because of the choices that we make and the things that get triggered. And he talked a lot about obesity with children and how he didn't come out and say brown cells, but he did say fat cells, which I always thought brown cells were the ones that they kind of stay with you and they get inflamed and they kind of get hungry for more should you be feeding yourself some of those things. And, we have a toxic environment, really, when you think of your average food store when you go. So, where I'm heading most of these days. You guys have seen enough of my grocery hauls to know what type of food it is that I'm choosing. And it going without the processed junk food has just been amazing. And at first, I'm sure a lot of you, if you're trying to do that, say, well, what am I going to have? It's a lot easier to read a label and to have a pouch of something and know how many calories and points are in it, put it on your tracker for the day, and there you go. But if the scale's not moving and you're really not feeling that great, no matter what your age, trust me, as you get older, it's not going to be easier. The energy level wanes. I know that mine has definitely from 60 to 65, and I still have a lot of energy, and I think that's helped by my choices of food. But there are just some parts about aging that it's just when you get older. So with my 26 points, I am looking for intense and dense food. I am not looking for things that I'm craving or that I just want. I'm looking for the biggest bang for my buck nutritionally. And especially with the cost of food these days, why buy organic this and that and eat healthy only to have white processed pouches of things later on in the day, or to wash it all down with a diet soda. Anyway, it's just a very interesting journey, and I think that you can gather a lot of idea of where I go with my food, with my grocery hauls, and how it is. And I kind of, now that I changed up my breakfast and gave up the wheat cereal, I've got my gluten-free Bob's Red Mill. I've got my steel oats, and I've got my egg breakfast with my raw cheese, 3/4 of an ounce, and with my berries. Berries for both breakfasts. I always have the four kinds of berries. And so I'm really excited. It's really kind of fun. I love the people that are commenting on my website, and you guys rock. I'm looking forward to always what you do have to say. What was I gonna... I'm sorry, I'd written down a couple of things. And, I know what I wanted to make this about. I wanted to make this about the treats that you allow yourself. And my question was, is the treat that you're having, no matter what it is, just something that you consider a treat? For me, it would be the sweet that I have on Saturday. Does the treat that you're having satisfy you? And so you're done, it's good. Or does it set you up? Does it set up those cravings and that trigger for more and make it really, really uncomfortable? You know, like something that you just have to work through. And maybe it really wasn't worth it because all you're doing is telling that monster to go back to sleep. So I was just kind of wondering, I'm finding that by having my full fat 2 ounces of either Greek yogurt or cottage cheese, or the 3/4 of an ounce of the raw cheese with my eggs, or maybe sometimes just having them, and the 1/2 ounce of nuts that I'll have at lunchtime, I am finding that whatever those things have inside of them, I know the healthy fats, that I'm satisfied. That I am satisfied and I'm not thinking of any of the other things that I might have wanted or might have had. The sugary, ice creamy, cookie cakey types of things, that having those foods is quelling my cravings, and I'm wicked, wicked satisfied with just a little amount. And it's like, for me, it's like a who knew? Who knew? And when you have 26 points to spend, that by having smaller amounts of the good stuff is satisfying me. And so I bought these 2 desserts from Whole Foods that I put on my grocery haul yesterday. And each one has about 380 to 400 calories. And so I'm having half, but they're made with coconut oil. They're very high energy. They have a lot of fiber in them. And so I'm going to be having half of one of them with my steak on Saturday night. And I'm very curious to see if it's satisfying. It's only going to be like 1.5 ounces of whatever it is. And I know that I will sliver it like it's this like it's this garlic clove, right? Thin slivers. But anyway, so my question to you for today is, when you have that treat, no matter what it is, when you allow it and put it in your tracker, count the points, when you have it, does it satisfy you and you're done because you know you're done because it's a treat? That doesn't mean that you have it tomorrow or later or an hour from now or in the morning or because somebody swings by. Or does it set up that ugly, nasty monster that you find that you have a stick and you're poking it back in the cage once you've had it because it just goes, alert, alert, sugar, fat, oil, salt, crunch. So that's it. Does the treat satisfy or does the treat set you up? Just curious. And I want to read your comments below. I hope you have a wonderful day. Until the next time, this is Sarah, Weight Watcher Cape Cod Woman. Bye-bye for now.